from the sky. Seconds later, a school collapses. Children trapped under rubble. And within hours, the world is arguing over the same question. Was this a tragic mistake? Or something much worse? This story exploded across the internet after reports claimed over 100 children were killed when a strike hit a school in Iran. Iran blamed the United States. The United States says the situation is under investigation. And now the entire world is debating how something like this could even happen. What was the real target? Was the intelligence wrong? Or did a missile simply land where it wasn't supposed to? Today we're breaking down what happened, what we know so far, and why this story is one of the most controversial moments in the current conflict. But before we get into it, if you're new here, I'm Bean, but you can call me Daddy Bean, and every week I break down the biggest military stories happening around the world. So if you want military news explained without the boring news anchor voice, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. Because this story is heavy.
Based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Is that true, Mr. Higson? It was Iran who did that?
We're certainly investigating.
According to reports, the strike occurred during the morning while students were in class. The missile hit a school building, causing a major collapse. Emergency crews rushed to the area, pulling people from the rubble while families searched for missing children. As the hours passed, the reported death toll continued rising. Eventually, reports claimed over 100 children may have died, which immediately turned the incident into a major international controversy. Because civilian casualties in war are tragic, but when large numbers of children are involved, the reaction is immediate and intense. One of the biggest questions right now is whether the school was the intended target. Some reports suggest the strike may have been aimed at a nearby military location. In modern warfare, military planners often strike infrastructure connected to weapon systems, missile storage, or command facilities. But when those targets are located near civilian buildings, even precision weapons can create devastating consequences. If the intelligence is incorrect, or if the missile lands slightly off course, the results can be catastrophic. And that appears to be one of the central questions investigators are trying to answer. This incident quickly spread across global news and social media. Some people argue it was a tragic targeting error. Others argue that attacks near civilian areas should never occur in the first place. Whenever incidents like this happen, they almost always trigger calls for independent investigations. Because modern militaries rely heavily on precision-guided weapons designed to avoid exactly this type of disaster. But even with advanced technology, mistakes can still happen. Unfortunately, history shows that civilian casualties in war are not rare. Conflicts in places like Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria have all included incidents where civilians were killed after strikes targeting suspected threats. Sometimes the intelligence was wrong, sometimes the weapon malfunctioned, and sometimes civilians were simply too close to the intended target. Every time it happens, the same questions come back. How did this happen? Who is responsible? And could it have been prevented? Stories like this are why modern warfare is so controversial. Even with precision weapons and advanced intelligence systems, the consequences of mistakes can be devastating. Right now, the world is still trying to figure out exactly what happened in this strike, and as more information comes out, this story will likely continue evolving. If you want weekly military news breakdowns like this, make sure you subscribe. I'm Bean, and every week we cover the biggest military stories happening around the world. And if you want the full breakdown of this story, make sure to watch the full video right here on my channel. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think incidents like this are unavoidable in modern warfare? Or should they never happen with today's technology? I'll see you in the next update.
Senator Gillibrand, you did not mean to say that we had targeted a school.
That a missile hit a school.
No, but it's the word targeting.
Yes,
that
of course.